There was once an old man named Harry, who lived in a quiet village by the river. He owned a tiny tea stall at the corner of the market, just a wooden bench, a stove, and his ever-present smile. Every morning, Harry would set up 4 chairs for customers. But one of them was always left untouched, the empty chair. He would pour 2 cups of tea, place one on the empty chair, and softly whisper, "Good morning, my boy." Villagers often wondered whom he was talking to. Some said he was lonely. Others thought he had lost his mind. But Harry would simply smile and say, "Some people never leave, even when they're gone." Years ago, that chair belonged to his son, Rohan. Rohan was full of dreams and energy, always talking about making it big in the city. Harry, though poor, sold his small piece of land and gave him everything he had. "Go live your dreams, Rohan," he said, "but don't forget the road that brings you home." Rohan promised to visit every few months. But months became years. Calls became rare, and letters stopped coming. Still, Harry waited, always keeping that chair ready, always pouring that second cup. One rainy evening, a traveler stopped at his stall, a young journalist named Rohan. He was drenched, tired, and curious. After sitting down, he noticed the untouched cup of tea. "Uncle, why 2 cups? Are you expecting someone?" he asked. Harry smiled faintly. "This cup is for my son. He hasn't come home in years, but maybe today's the day." Rohan paused. "Do you still believe he'll return?" Harry looked out into the drizzle and said, "Hope is like tea, it only stays warm if you keep pouring it." Rohan sat quietly after that, deeply moved by the old man's faith. He finished his tea, thanked Harry, and promised to visit again. A few weeks later, a letter arrived for Harry. It was written in Rohan's handwriting. He read aloud, voice trembling. "Baba, I'm sorry. I was so busy chasing life, I forgot to live it. I'm coming home soon. Please keep my chair ready." Tears streamed down Harry's cheeks. For the first time in years, his heart felt light. He cleaned the chair, decorated it with fresh flowers, and waited. But fate had its own plan. A few days later, news came of a terrible car accident on the highway. Rohan didn't survive. The whole village went silent. Everyone feared breaking the news to Harry. But when he found out, Harry didn't shed a single tear. He just smiled faintly, poured 2 cups of tea, placed one before the empty chair, and whispered, "You finally made it home, my boy." From that day, people no longer called him crazy. They visited his stall just to sit with him, because somehow, that empty chair made them feel less lonely too. And over time, Harry's tiny tea stall became something magical. A place where people came not just for tea, but to remember someone they'd lost, or someone they still hoped to see again. We spend our lives chasing dreams, forgetting the people who gave us wings to fly. But success means nothing if you lose the hands that once held you. So call your parents today. Visit the people who matter. Because love, once gone, only remains as an empty chair, waiting for us to come home.